All right. Now, how did you get big and everybody else go small? There we go. Um, how did that look on YouTube? Did it still show the side
Oh,
faces of me?
yes, it showed. It still
Yep.
showed the side face of you and Jonah. It's not a full. It's not a full screen.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we got to
It's not
figure
on the full screen yet.
that. I got to figure that out. I don't know why it did that.
Yeah, it
I'll
was
figure
like
that
mixed
out
up. It
later.
was like in the middle of the screen showing your face and Jonah's face. Yeah.
So let's see if we get tagged for any kind of copyright on that because I found a version that supposedly was not copyrighted with the music. Once again, guys, good evening. That was the new intro for our show on Saturday. As always, technical difficulties, all of us, and I'll get it fixed and get it changed to where it shows up on the host screen. Probably should have tested it first, but I didn't. My boy Michael Shelton, he's not in here tonight. He's on home time. Kudos to him. He's the one that came up with that little video with my logo. I mean, it's exactly what I wanted. I just got to get it stretched out to the host screen. We'll work on that. Let's go over some comments and then we'll talk about our weeks, guys. All consuming Jaws, let's go. Thank you, buddy. And like, comment, and subscribe as Jaws always tells us. Please do it. Bacon and bourbon's in the house. Roland Bowling Green with Black Rifle Mocha chilling in the fridge. I had a talk with him today. He had a decision to make, and I like your logo, by the way, or your little avatar. And he ended up going to another company other than Swift, but it's all good. We're all doing the same thing. P90 says, good afternoon, checking in from the Phoenix terminal. 110 degrees. Wow. It's, well, actually, it's 45 degrees in Syracuse, New York right now. Wanji, what's up, drivers? Hey, buddy. Tyler Smith says, good evening. Trucker Q, what's up and how's everything going? Yeah, we're going to talk about all that in just a minute. Just a minute. Timothy Thompson, good evening from hot Cartersville, Georgia. I know it's starting to get warm. I've got a load I'm picking up tomorrow, and I'm going to Kannapolis, North Carolina. That's Dale Earnhardt's hometown.
Yep. Right by the track. Almost.
What's that?
I think you're going right by the racetrack. If you're going to Kannapolis, you're going right by the track almost.
Actually, that's exactly where I'm going, right next to the racetrack. I forget what the company name is I'm going to. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'll pull it up. Dakota says, holy moly, I can see all much better in the daylight, all looking great. Of course, my rabbit is lovely, I guess, is what she's trying to say. Loves. I'm lovely for you, baby. What's up, fellas? Y'all early? Yeah, we did an early show tonight for a couple reasons. I wanted to get it done early tonight. Nick is actually down at the bottom corner on the right side. He's actually parked right next to me here at Syracuse, and we're gonna go get us some food here, Buffalo Wild Wings, in a little bit. Get to meet Nick for the first time. We kind of coordinated this, and it worked out.
Second time, actually.
Yeah, you know what? We did meet one other time, didn't we? I forgot about it. It was quick, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was Lebanon, Tennessee.
Yeah, last time it was quick. This time, I'm spending the night here. I think you're doing a 34, so
Yep.
I've got to get laundry done. So we'll get some bullshit talking done. 84 degrees, says Michael Shepard in Kentucky.
You're talking Alabama.
Who is that driver in the handsome cowboy hat? Nice looking sharp. That's my boy Steven. Steven Nichols. What's going on, Steven? You got your George going on.
Yeah, I'm in Decatur. I'm taking a 34 right now.
Hey.
Is it better for you this week than it was last week?
Yeah.
I hope so, man. I hope so. Anthony Pouncey, good evening from Iowa. Hello, Anthony. You're going to be in my neck of the woods, James, right by Charlotte. Yep, I'll be there. The delivery is technically Tuesday morning at 10, but my happy ass will be there on Monday morning trying to get it unloaded early if I'm able to. Chris McAllister said, just got the approval from Michelle this morning. Drug test and verification done. Excited about picking out my truck and moving over to Swift. So that's interesting, Chris. She actually called you on a Saturday, huh? That's awesome. So that means you'll probably be. I would imagine she'd probably fly you out Monday and probably have your truck ready to go Tuesday. So, are you going to percentage? Are you going to the auto count? Or are you just going OTR? I can't remember, Chris. I know I talked to a bunch of guys. JCT, good evening. Mr. Stewart called me after the live. I have some info from Elmer about going percentage. I already know the stuff. He actually called me yesterday, but I'll still call you. But I got some info on it too. I've already called my group of guys. I haven't called you yet because I knew you had a 30-day wait list. But I was going to tell you. So, Nick, I got to tell you, what's the okay to ship and QC pass stickers on your windshield? Is that where you have your windshield replaced?
No, I still got to get those off.
Oh, those are those stickers when they go through the body shop and all that. Dang, Nick, that's been that long.
No, it's from the factory when it rolls down the factory line is what it is.
Yep. I keep every time I go to Walmart, I forget to grab some razor blades, and every shop I've gone to, it gives me an excuse. Oh, we don't have any.
I got razor blades on this truck for you.
Okay.
You can grab them. And not only that, we're going to go Walmart anyways.
Yep.
Oh, LOL. Okay, damn. I had a secret. Nope, no secret, buddy. No secret. Buddy, I got to tell you, me and Elmer are thick as thieves, buddy. When it comes to anything that has anything to do with anything, Elmer calls me. I love Elmer to death. He's the best OC that I've ever had, and we have a great working relationship. He calls me about everything. Michael Shepard. Jonah looks like he has a sunroof with that light. He's got one of them old Volvos or one of them old Freightliner Columbias that has the sunroof up there. Remember those Freightliners that had that glass on top?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chris says she texted him this morning. They processed it yesterday after she left the office. Yes, going to percentage, turning in 2 weeks, and taking the rest of my vacation over the next week. Okay, awesome, man. So that means you won't be next week; it'll be the following week when you come aboard. Yeah, buddy, it's very difficult bringing you guys aboard like this and dealing with the drug test and everything because when Michelle starts work at 8 a.m. or whatever time she comes in, it's 5 a.m. in Phoenix. And likewise, when she goes to lunch, they're just getting there. So that 3-hour delay is kind of a pain in the butt because everything is done out of Phoenix. I wish that I wish that they would do it differently than that. And I've got, JCT, JC, I got something else that you probably don't know, and I don't want to talk about it on here, and I don't think I even said anything to you about it, Alan, but our terminal's getting ready to do something major.
Okay.
I didn't realize how many people I've actually brought to the Detroit terminal, but I've brought quite a few guys. I can't tell you the number on here, but it's a lot. I got my notification that we're going live. That's always a good thing. All right, so we're caught up on comments. Let's talk about our weeks, guys. Chris, we'll start with you and just kind of go around, and then I'll end up last. Let's hear what you guys did.
You talking about this week or last week?
No, this week we're on right now. We already talked about last week on Thursday. Let's talk about Thursday on what we got going and what we've got booked for the week.
My week is pretty much crappy because I was in the shop Thursday, didn't leave till late Friday. Friday. Had to get my front windshield replaced. So right now I delivered one load from the terminal, Decatur to Lebanon to Starbucks, and then now I picked up a Tractor Supply and I'm delivering this Monday. So I'm in Newton, Tennessee by Smoky Mountains area, and I have 2 more hours just for tomorrow, but I can't deliver till Monday because it's a live unload at 5 a.m. at Tractor Supply. So this week is going to be a little crappy, shitty on revenue for me.
Well, that sucks.
But then I got to make my way from North Carolina, South Carolina to Louisville for Wednesday night, Thursday.
Yeah, that's going to be my project too, is try to find a load from Kannapolis to Louisville, somewhere in the area. All right, Sunroof Man, Air Jonah, what you got, man?
Ain't nothing up here in Indianapolis. When I saw the In-N-Out, I delivered a few hours ago. Then I'll pick it up in the morning. Then headed to Columbus, Ohio. Deliver that Monday morning. I had a pretty good week this week so far. I'm trying to get in 2 more loads before I go to the store before Wednesday. And I pretty have a good decent week.
So you're going to try and show up on Wednesdays. What you're going to try and do?
Yeah, probably gonna be like Wednesday afternoon or something.
I don't know. I don't know when they're starting to let the trucks roll in. Just to let you know, usually it's Thursday morning when they start letting the trucks roll in. So just
okay.
One other thing. One other thing before we get down to you, Stephen, guys, pack your fridges with food if you're going to the truck show because everything is expensive there, very expensive. So if you got food you want to take, please pack it up. And when we get there, one of us or two of us or whatever, we'll go to Walmart, we'll get a grill, and we'll get some food and stuff, and we'll grill out.
Yeah.
But just make sure you got food that you can eat because unless you want to pay $20 for a pork chop sandwich or $15 for a hamburger and another $7 for French fries, that's your business. But it's very expensive. I think I spent $100 there last year just on food for 2 days that I was there. So
Chris said he was taking care of everything for us.
Who?
What?
Chris said he was taking care of everything for us.
Oh, you're wishing there, Jonah.
That's what you told me yesterday.
All right, Stephen, it's your turn, buddy. How's your week going?
So far, not too bad. Not too crazy, but not too bad. I did one Franklin to Denver, North Carolina, Tractor Supply for almost $1,000, and then I got one as soon as I finished my 34 down to Pompano Beach from here in Decatur for another
that's
almost
asking about,
1,500.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least you get some sunshine when you go to Pompano. It's Pompano Beach, but at least you'll get some sunshine when you get down there. Where are you going to in Pompano? What business?
Associated Grocers.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That can be a toss-up. You can be very quick there, it can be very long there. But I know the rate they gave you was pretty decent, though. That's why I told you to take it. And honestly, your dates and times worked out too very well.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
are you going to the truck show too?
I'm gonna try to. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, with you guys that do Florida, and me and Alan's talked about it. I think me and Jonas talked about it, and I'll tell you too, Stephen. Sometimes it's best to not bobtail, but to deadhead out of Florida and get you something in Georgia or South Carolina rather than to take a less than $1 a mile rate and waste your time all day long on a load that pays you less than $1 a mile to get out of Florida. And then also those cheap loads that you take out of Florida are the ones that always get screwed up. The appointment times get moved, the delivery times get moved, and then your 1 day turns into 2 or 3 days. And you know how they're treated with these loads and stuff, where we're basically the parent of the load once we take it, and we take it all the way through. So keep that in mind when you book your load. Try to stay away from the BS from Florida.
Oh yeah. I plan on going to probably Georgia to pick up my next load.
Okay.
I got pretty lucky when I was down there on the load I had.
Alan, it's your turn, buddy.
Sitting here in Alabama, still doing a reset. Got about 2 more hours, and then I'm going to Indiana, and then from Indiana down to South Carolina, paying about 14. I got mad because I saw a load on there going from Indiana going to Colorado, paying 27. But if I done that, no way I could go to a truck show, so I didn't do it.
Gotcha. All right, Nick, your turn.
Currently in Syracuse, New York, my reset. Having a pretty good start to the week. Sitting about 1,200 miles so far between the 2 loads. And I'm sitting about $2,800 for the week so far.
Okay, that's pretty good. So I started off on Monday. Well, actually, it was Tuesday, really, when I got going. I took that load that we talked about on Thursday that brought me up here to Syracuse. And it's a Walmart to Walmart, Williamsburg, Virginia to Marcy, New York. And Did that load. It paid me like $12.50 on Tuesday, and delivered that one and got a load immediately back down to Virginia. I don't remember where it went to in Virginia, but it was a hay load out of all things, from a farm to a farm. Basically had to almost literally within 1 mile of Canada across the water. Picked up hay there at that farm, took it down to a moose lodge out of all places. And both, I mean, I didn't notice at the time, but both ends was dropping hooks, so it was super easy. Got done with that one, and then I ended up booking the exact same load that I did on Monday up here to Marcy, New York. This time it paid me $1,300. So, guys, just to let you know, even though the fuel prices are going up, the rates are going up too. So I made an extra $50 on it this time around. And now that I'm up here, yesterday I booked a load that's basically 90 miles away, and I don't remember what city in New York it is, but I got to do a 90-mile deadhead to pick it up, and it's going to Kannapolis, North Carolina, and that's where I'll be at Monday morning. Hopefully they'll take it Monday morning. But so far with those 3 loads, and I'm not counting the one from early last week, but for those 3 loads that I've done, I'm going to be sitting at about 47 for the week, which is, to me, it's crazy. So is my math right? Let me think about this for a second. Yeah, 47.
I'm at 40. I'm at 36.
I'm sorry, 42. I apologize. 42. I thought it was 47. It's 42. But I think
That's
I'm
still good.
Yeah. So I got 1,300. Let's see. I got 1,350 for the hay load. I got 13 for this one. That puts me at 2,650, and then almost 1,700 for the load. Yeah, 4,200, I believe, is what it was. So, yeah, I'm going to be sitting pretty good, and I still got Tuesday and Wednesday left to run too. So, I think we're all going to have good weeks. For some reason, your truck is a rocking there, Nick. Don't see it rocking. You don't come a knocking. Woo!
Yeah, I think it might be yours because mine's not moving.
It ain't mine, man. Maybe the wind's blowing a little bit, but I just caught yours on the side there, and it seemed like it was rocking a little bit. Either that or them damn quality control stickers are weighting it down or something.
Somebody gave him a little kiss.
And you know what else? You got 2 certified clean idle stickers on your truck. I only have one. You got United States and you got a California one. I only have the U.S. one.
Yeah, the California's because I recently got the California admissions done.
The carb.
They don't do that no more.
Carb.
They don't do that anymore?
Nope.
Did you have the terminal do it?
Yeah, the terminal did it, I don't know, like a little over a month ago.
But if they don't do it anymore, why did you get it?
Because when I got it done, Swift has not said they were not doing it. So
Swift told me to get it done. I got it done.
Well, I was hoping to go to California when I had the student, but we never made it.
That ain't happening now.
Nope.
Checking in from Franklin, Kentucky. Laugh hard, excuse me. And Caslin says, don't go into Florida unless you live there. I agree somewhat, but right now these loads are paying killer. I mean, you really got to look at the deadhead out, and you got to add all your numbers in and make sure it makes sense.
They got getting load out of lead Florida going up to like North Carolina and South Carolina, paying $700 to $800.
Wow, that's not bad. I mean, how much a mile is that?
It was like
How many miles was it?
468 miles.
Okay, so it's paying just a little bit under $2 a mile, which is pretty good actually for Florida.
Right.
Mikey Shepard, I left out on Wednesday, setting at $3,000. I'll be at 4,100 Monday morning. Yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy. JCT says, did they lower the price of fuel in Georgia like they said they would? Owner-operator fuel price message did not seem to reflect the governor's order. What they did, from what I read, is they took away something to do with the IFTA or something, wasn't it? Did any of you guys know?
Yes, you're not having to pay IFTA right now in Georgia.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know how much that's actually saving. How much does Georgia charge for IFTA? Do you even know?
I don't.
It's only going to be a few cents, whatever it is. Yeah, Caslin, you're exactly right. Gross don't mean anything if you're still running a lot of miles. You're absolutely right. I'm going to be with the 4200. I'm going to be right at about 1600 miles for $4,200. I don't know about you guys, but that's where I'm at. And Timothy says, JCT, the fuel has not dropped in Georgia yet. Give it a week. Okay. No, I'm actually a little bit more than 60. I'm like at about 2,200 miles now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm at about 2,200 miles. So Timothy says it's 38 cents in Georgia. So your fuel will be like 38 cents cheaper. Still, it's going to be over $5 a gallon, man, which is ridiculous.
Yep.
So JCT said the email he saw was they suspended the diesel tax 0.37. There you go, 38 cents. Yep.
Just so all you guys know too, Native Pride near Lackawanna, New York is currently $4.69 a gallon. It's the
Still
cheapest. It's cheapest around here.
I got to look see where they're at. Lackawanna?
Yep, Lackawanna, New York is where it's by. It's like, just type in Native Pride near Lackawanna. It should pop up.
I just want to see where Lackawanna is. Oh, it's over by Buffalo.
Yeah, the place is literally right off 90.
Okay. What's the ratio on the loads you pick from the load board versus the planner sends you? I've had one load that the planner sent me. The rest has all been load board. They tried to send me a bunch of stuff, but nothing made sense. What about you guys?
I get a lot of loads from the planners. A lot.
They haven't sent me no loads yet. I think I got one time.
I got 2.
I've got a
And
couple.
I'm going to say 80% of them have been good to where I've taken them.
Not me, man. I've had one that was decent. It's almost $6 a gallon in North Carolina. Yeah, it's unfortunately the fuel that I have. I mean, I've got 3/4. That's gonna get me deadheaded over and then down to North Carolina, and I'm gonna have to probably get some fuel there.
And just think, North Carolina was cheaper at one point.
North Carolina's always been a weird state. You had to go to South Carolina to get the fuel. Yep. North Carolina was a little bit higher always.
Back in Tennessee.
I got Tennessee. I was a QT in Tennessee, Lebanon, $4.99 or $4.95, something like that. $4.99.
I always get the Chattanooga QT there, or right around the turn or whatever. I mean, they would always be under $3 a gallon there, up until a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama, TA at exit 77 on I-20 is $4.84. Wow.
Oh, interesting.
Michael Shepard says that's on the res. That's why it's cheaper. Yeah, because they don't have to pay. They do those taxes either.
Yep.
Talking with T-Bone, I got it in Austinburg, Ohio for $4.44 yesterday. That's not too bad either compared to
not at all.
Here in Smiths Grove, Kentucky, I'm 7 days out total running dry van. I can see a total gross paid to owner of $32.44.65. That is a sign on, and it looks like 2 loads pending. Don't know how it's included. Okay, that's pretty good money. Is there a penalty for declining planner loads? Nope. They would rather you decline them if you don't want to take them than play games. It's not the percentage board though. Okay, that's still pretty good, Nocturnals. Yeah, at Roy Jackson. It was good seeing you too, buddy, in Richmond. I forgot about that. I saw Roy Jackson's his name. I saw him, I believe it was on Monday or Tuesday of this week. My days have all ran together. I can't remember what I did yesterday. I don't even know what I did this morning.
You called me and woke me up. That's what you done. Pulled a me on me.
Hey, at least it was reversed this time because 99, it was you waking my ass up.
What? I said we both.
Yeah, you on a 34 calling people at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Reason why I just do not disturb on my phone.
Heck, he called me tonight and woke me up. I was like, oh, yeah, well, okay, because I thought it was going to be at 7 and we changed it. I was kind of glad we did.
Well, I guess Wonder Woman ain't coming in tonight. Caslin's comment was wrong. Being in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, he meant to say Roll Tide. Yeah, I don't know if you T-Bone. I know you watch. I know you watch Cash and Cash is King and DIY Semi. It's so funny when they do the Roll Tide and Go Dogs, Roll Tide, Go Dogs. I don't remember that or not.
Roll
Clemson
Tide.
lost today. Did you see that?
Go Balls.
And what now?
Clemson lost Thursday. Louisville lost today. They're out.
Oh, Louisville did. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, Michigan State beat the shit out. Well, not really. I think 8 points. Yeah, Louisville lost. Michael Shepard, but there's plenty for Jonah and not for sharing the Clemson juice. I'm counting down the days. Less than a month left on my 6-month lease. That's awesome. You know, Roy's got a nice looking truck. He's got a 24 T680 just like mine. I think his is a 22 now that I think about it. He did a short MRP lease, and his truck is kind of a goldish tan color. It's very unusual. I've never seen that color on a Kenworth before, and it's nice looking. And it's in good shape. Nope, it's War Eagle T-Bone. War Eagle. What college is War Eagle? I'm lost on that one.
That's the cow town across the state in Alabama.
The cow town across the state.
Yep, Auburn.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that one. Sorry, Jonah, says Michael Shepard. T-Bone says, can't help you, Chris. And no T-Bone, I will roll over the tides like my Irish did. Oh, boy. War Eagle is Auburn. I got you. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm not with those schools.
Yeah, we call that the cow town across the state.
So let's ask this. How many of you guys that support these college teams, how many of you all actually went to that college? That's the big question.
No. Not me.
I actually went to the University of Louisville. Anybody go to the college in the chat?
Going to a football game, Cap?
What's that?
Yeah, right.
Going to a football game, Cap?
What's your question?
I say going to a game count.
Going to the games count.
No, I just was curious to how many actually went to the college. Yeah, I'm a college dropout too, but I can honestly say I went to University of Louisville.
I took a class at University of Tennessee when I was a freshman in high school.
You did? Oh, in high school? That don't count.
I went there and took a class.
Gaslin says he didn't go to college, went straight to the workforce. Yeah, I did. I did a couple semesters there, and when I went through the police academy, our academy was actually based in the Eastern Kentucky University, the EKU Colonels. So I've actually been to 2 colleges. Actually 3 if you want to count my crossover that I did in Florida. Went to Gulf Coast Community College to do the crossover for law enforcement. So college dropout 3. Well, I didn't drop out of the other 2 because I had to have those for work. But Trucking with T-Bone says, I didn't, but I had a friend went to Auburn for 12 years to be a bartender. Okay. I went to Marshall for a short time. We are Marshall.
Hey, that's actually a pretty good movie.
Yep.
That was a good movie.
If you ain't never seen it, that's a pretty good movie.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. I started driving last night at about, what was it, 3 a.m., I guess, 2 a.m., something like that. And then did a sleeper bird for about 4 hours and then finished my drive and finished this delivery today. So I'm tired. Speaking of which, I hope I got my lock. I think I did.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got it. Man, I was about ready to go ballistic here for a second, but I didn't have my lock. Oh, man, guys. So when we go to Walmart later, Nick, I need to get me some cookie dough. I'm craving some cookie dough.
Cookie dough.
Yeah. UNC fan. I didn't go, but my lady did. I graduated for the United States Marine Corps. Yep. My son went into the Marines too. He didn't go to college. Thank you. Actually, he actually did use the GI Bill and got his master's degree in business in the United States Marines. Paid for.
Thank you
Thanks,
for your
guys,
service.
for another great stream. Thank you, buddy. And Rig Pig, thank you, Rig Pig. Yeah, I'm exhausted too, but like the channel. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Sometimes we don't have good information, but most of the time we try to give the best information we can. This, guys, this load board is not only a learning experience. I mean, I've done load boards before. Most of us on here have, and this one is a little bit different into an aspect because a lot of your bills are paid on this load board. So you got to figure other avenues and other ways to do stuff to kind of maximize. I mean, it's a better situation doing the load board here than what it would be on the spot market or something like that. Like I said, I listened to Cash and one of his weekly recaps that he did that was from February said he grossed like $6,300 that week. I'm gonna be right there at it myself this week, on Swift's load board. I think all of us can say that we can do that. It's attainable. You just just got to make sure all the times match up.
Yeah.
So the wife has said something that I've wanted to do for years. Y'all need to have your own reality show called Trucking with the Fly Rabbit. Fellas, you're unique, smart, and nice looking driver. Well, thank you, baby. I don't know why you're looking at the other guys telling them they're nice looking. Only me. But that's one of the things that I wanted to do years ago is I wanted to shoot to like Gas Monkey Garage and all these all these reality shows. I wanted to shoot it to them, and Storage Wars, and you remember the other one where they actually delivered with the vans and shit. What was that show called? Shipping Wars.
Shipping Wars. Yeah.
I would love to try to, but I just don't know how any excitement would come about with us. You know what I mean? Really, they're riding around with us. And not only that, then it's just like training again. You know what I mean? You got to have somebody ride around with you. Do you really want to do that? All right. So tell Alan to turn down his beer. He has a heck of a reflection. That's funny. Mike, you need to come on the damn show. Please. Oh, I'm so freaking hungry right now. Yeah, even the wife agrees. I'm still trying to get Michael to come on the show. He's got some one-liners. And I think we're at 35 people, and I think we're low turnout because we changed the time tonight. If we would have kept our regular time, we'd probably been okay. And I think Wonder Woman might have made it tonight, too, if we would have kept our regular time. I hope she's listening to me so I can call her that.
Yeah, it looks like people are in at the truck show with parking in the parking lot.
What's that?
Looks like people are in the truck show parking their trucks. I saw somebody I'm following on Facebook, and they look like they already there.
Already?
Yep.
It didn't look like that. It was there when I rolled by there this morning.
Hey, you look in the right place?
Well, the ones that got to be in the show have to be there tomorrow. So it might be trucks that are going to be in the show.
I rolled by there this morning. I didn't really see too much going on.
Now, there is a trucking company that uses that parking lot. You know that, right?
Oh, no, I didn't.
If you saw trucks there by the big sign, then that's the trucking company that uses that. The parking where all the trucks are going to be is way over, like off of, you can't see them from the highway. T-Bone is the funniest dude on the planet. And Castle said he saw Jenny at the Lancaster yesterday. Yeah, Jenny's she's a unique animal. Let's put it that way.
Is she coming to the church house?
She's coming. She told me earlier she was coming. She wants to meet all you guys.
Yeah.
She's a good person. She has some weird ideas with some stuff, but
Yeah,
definitely.
I feel like help out the local board.
Now she's going to load board on Monday.
Yeah.
Like the load I booked going from Indiana down to South Carolina is like it's TJ Maxx, just closed.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. So Michael Shepard wants a link. Let me send him a link.
Oh, we got a fight over the parking spot?
Where do we park at when we get there, James? You said when you get with us on Thursday, let us know.
I'll get with you when it gets closer to time.
Okay.
I promise you, I won't let you down. There, Mike, I just sent you the link.
Because I probably could be there by Wednesday. Hopefully.
One thing I need to do is stop at a Walmart and get me one of those camping chairs so I can sit outside if it's nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to buy. I'm going to go to Walmart tomorrow.
I know, so I can sit out front of my truck or pull forward and sit on the back of my trailer. Either way.
Yeah.
This one person has a trailer, and they put a potty inside the trailer, and they said they don't charging people to come use the potty.
So, 3 years ago, they TA brought some portable trailers out, and they were for showers and toilets and stuff. But last year they didn't do it, so I don't know if they're going to do it or not again this year. So
It'll
here's
probably be porta potties.
So we got Moke on here. You put the wrong name. You put Moke.
I got fat fingers.
I don't know about all that. I'm just sarcastic smartass. Funny shit. You're smartass, and I fixed it. T-Bone said, "May I suggest parking in the parking lot?" See, I told you so. All right. I'm sorry. Did I skip your question, or did you ignore it? Meaning I cannot go home.
I was going to say he had one that was something about going home and how do we pay our truck and stuff like that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Can someone give me some ideas on coordinated home time with the pay period so you don't zero check after going home? Just wondering what people do. How does it work? I try to go home like around Monday or Tuesdays usually, and come back out, Thursday or Friday, something like that, or vice versa. Go home Wednesday and come back out Saturday. The only problem is with coming back out on Saturday, finding a load usually is kind of hard, but it might not be too bad now with the percentage board. But
it's not.
try to put your home time in the middle of your payroll.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you, these crazy Kentucky people down here, these side-by-sides are going crazy out here. Sounds like they're at an Easy Rider rodeo. Easy.
Hey, until they start coming topless, it ain't an Easy Rider convention.
Where you at? Where you at in Kentucky?
I'm at the 49er truck stop. I can't remember the name of the town. They got the Civil War fort, the Wildcat, right down the street, right off of 75.
Jonah, isn't that the breakfast place that me and you ate at that night in London?
That was London. That was at exit 40.
That's 41.
That's 41. 40. Yeah, he at exit 49.
Yep.
You're the one that sit on like the hill, like almost.
Yeah, this one sits up on top of the hill on the west side of the road. Yeah, they just redid the inside and everything and made the dining area a lot bigger now, so it's pretty nice.
I'll say it's storming over here. It just started storming over here in Smoky Mountains area.
Yeah, they supposed to have tornadoes and stuff over there.
Huh?
The sun out in the 76 where I'm at.
Well, it was 85 here, and then it started getting cloudy. Just got back, right before I got back, on here, it started clouding up, and it started raining.
Yeah, the parking spot all the way.
Monday when I was in Richmond Yard, they were supposed to be all kinds of tornadoes, and nothing ever happened.
Are we going out to dinner on Friday night? Or what's the Friday
I
night?
was just talking to somebody about that the other day. I think we're just going to grill out, dude. Save our money, man. It's about $125 a person to go out.
Okay. So we're gonna grill Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, might as well if we're going to have a grill.
Okay. Yep.
We'll do chicken and hamburgers and hot dog. We'll just get all kinds of meats and just cook out there, man. Put our money together. And I think it'd be better, man.
True. It'd be cheaper. You can buy in bulk too.
Alan can afford it. He's got that big fancy Bobo.
Yep.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Nick can afford it too.
Projectors, and we'll put a movie. We'll put Smoking the Bandit on the side of a trailer or something.
James making all the money with all the falls.
I say Nick can afford some of the. Nick can pay for some of it too.
Alan's sitting there going, "Oh, hold up there, wise gentlemen. I ain't paying for nobody."
No.
It's not what you were saying earlier, Alan. You said you were going to pay for everybody.
No, that's what James said because he's getting all his money from the falls.
Look at that. That's what Sheriff's saying. Said talking about Alan. Look at that ugly Alan over there. That reminds me, I got to call your mama tonight.
Right.
Good evening, Blind Patty. Glad to have you in.
So is Elmer finally going percentage now?
Yep. That was the news that JCT wanted to tell me.
He told me the other day when or was it Friday when I was in there, he said that you and I were traders.
Uh-huh. That's why he called me on Friday. Was it Friday? What is today? Saturday?
Yeah.
It was yesterday. He called me last night and said, he gave me the news. I think I was the first one he called and told me that. He wants me to come back.
So when's he getting trained? This week?
He's already been trained. He was just waiting for the call. Now Monday he's starting.
Gotcha.
I wonder can I switch back to him?
Huh?
I said I wonder can I switch back to him?
That's why he's calling his people. Yeah, you can switch back to him.
Okay.
Call him on Monday and tell him.
Yeah.
Isn't that what a referrals bonuses are for? Feeding your recruits at the truck show. Good on you, Rabbit.
I'm still waiting for my truck wash.
That's true.
I've been training the last couple of weeks or last couple of months, and it's costing me more money to train than the money I was making. These guys are making more money than I am training. Nick knows.
Nick knows.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
These guys here are making more money than I am, and I was training.
I thought you supposed to make a lot more money.
Huh?
Oh, no. Not even close.
Buddy, it costs me money to train. I had two great students. He had an F-up student. I had two great students, and I still didn't make good money.
Yep.
And I had a great account to work it, too.
But I'm still paying for it, too.
What you? Oh, never mind. I don't even want to know.
And Justin told me, he says, "Why do you want to train?" I said, "Because I like to, I like to help people." I didn't know what kind. I thought it was like a trick question. I want to help people out. I couldn't tell him I wanted to make money. He's like, "Well, good. I'm glad you don't want to make money because you're not going to make money training." Boy, was he right.
Alan,
Yeah.
all I'm going to say is access mileage.
Yeah.
I know the one time the one company I trained with, the guy was with me for 3 weeks, and I had to feed that guy for 3 weeks. He didn't have any money.
Oh, God.
That's like, Jesus Christ, it costs me money to have you out here.
I've done that before too. I've fed drivers before.
Yeah, because when I was doing it, in 2022, that they was making it, but everything was a lot better in 2022, though.
Swift driver's party of 6. Your shower. Oh man.
How does he know what shower I'm in?
I'm absolutely beat, guys. Absolutely beat.
Yeah, he'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and then he won't be able to sleep tonight because he'll be all wide awake now, eating all that food.
Yeah.
No, you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, you won't be able to sleep because he'll be running to the bathroom.
Buffalo Wild Wings will put me right to sleep once I eat, buddy. I'll be ready for bed.
That's
Take
the
a
brownies.
shower and go sleep.
Speaking of which, Nick, have you looked to see if there's any Buffalo Wild Wings around here?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I got a question. Is there a Walmart near the Louisville Convention Center? Do we know?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That has truck park. That's got truck parking though. You know.
Yeah. It was like on Fern Valley. There's one on Fern Valley. It's 2 on Fern Valley.
All right.
Well-
When I get there on Wednesday, I'll probably stop by there.
Just watch out for the UPS jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 on Fern Valley. You can get out to go east or you can go west.
Huh?
I say it's 2 on. I know it's 2 Walmarts right down Fern Valley. Where there was JB Hunt terminal.
Oh yeah. There's one down there by JB Hunt. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, it's 2 on by JB Hunt. If you go past JB Hunt, it's one down on the right. But if you go the other way, east on that road, there's one down on your right too.
So using a NASTC fuel card, my cents per mile is 43 cents running Arizona, Nevada, California. My 30-day fuel mileage is 9.4, but the discounts are so important these days. Absolutely, they are.
Yep.
Hey, do you know if we can attach our company owner op card to that W4 or not W4 10-4 WEX or whatever it is?
Won't let you attach it to anything.
Oh, nice.
I've already tried.
I have to. I've tried to the mud flaps and other things.
Yep.
They should, but they don't.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
when
I've
you look
looked
on
at-
like Trucker Path, they show you the discount for the 10-4, but then you got to look in real small print. Then it shows what the regular price is, and that which is like usually 60 cents more a gallon.
I got $1.18 off the other day at a Love's.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I could have used that in North Carolina this morning.
Right?
Jeez.
That's $6 there, isn't it?
It was $5.89 a gallon. That was cash price.
Wow.
It was $5.90 something credit.
Yeah, I paid
Credit for me was $5.19.
I paid $4.99 at QT in Lebanon today. Tennessee.
$800 to fill up.
Oh, yeah.
At the,
That's the
At
truck
the-
and the.
the place I'm at right now, they have it for $4.99, but they're not 100% sure. They've been having problems with their com data stuff, so I might try to get some in the morning a little bit.
The TA in Willington, Connecticut is $7.50.
Dude, that's why I don't run that Northeast stuff. It's too expensive.
That's
Yep.
why. Yep.
Colonel, it's Rabbit. I'm going to join the channel soon to try and help you gain more views. Want to help clear up Swift's name. Okay. Can you spec your truck as you can to a sense. You can pick the color. You can get the owner operator package. And honestly, that's about it when it comes to options.
I just wished I had 2 windows instead of 1 window. That's,
Yeah.
I wish both windows,
I got both my windows.
I've got 2 windows and 2 doors in the bunk, and you could jump out of either one if you want.
Yeah, I got the Freightliner, and I only got 1 window, and of course it's the window that's cut with a TV covered up over it.
Right.
So it's like,
Mine don't cover the window.
huh?
Yes,
Mine
discount
don't
is
cover the window.
Because you have a company spec truck. I have an owner op truck. I have the leather seats and the one window on the passenger side.
I had the window on the passenger side.
I'm telling you, Michelle took really good care of that Clemson fellow there.
He wanted an MRP truck, remember?
I know.
Yeah, like mine on it too.
Nastic's discounts between 80 cents and $1.15 out of here off per gallon. So come on, Michael, you got all these one-liners. Let's or Moke. I'm sorry, not Mike. Moke. Any one-liners?
Any what? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
All your one-liners.
Oh, I'm working. I said most of them. Told Alan to turn his beard down. The reflection was killing me. It had that sunbeam blowing right on that beard, man. It was like,
Yeah.
whoa, it's glowing.
When it's sunny like that, and Alan passes you, it's like a white trailer that passes you because it's white skin too. You know.
But you just got to have those tinted windows because people with that color hair and that they tend to burn and pass out.
Hey, Nick, look at the weather map. Look at that big cloud that's coming over the lake, coming towards us.
That's the Canadian Air Force.
I'd have to exit out of it. I'll look at it later.
Y'all better go to Walmart and stuff before y'all get wet.
It's only water.
They're gonna melt.
They might.
I won't.
James.
I don't know about James, but I won't. Back to that comment about trying to clear up Swift's name. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
I see it. Damn.
That's fake news.
About clearing the Swift name up. It's hard to do when you got people driving by you, taking a picture of your truck and trailer and posting it on a Facebook page stating about how a truck hit a bridge when it wasn't even what happened.
Where's this at? Or what are you talking about?
So I was on Facebook earlier. Someone drove by me this morning, took a picture of my truck and trailer and posted it on a post stating how a truck in New York hit a bridge. I'm like, really?
Well, you must have messed that bridge up because your truck's still moving.
I know.
Speaking of that, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of warning here, okay? When you go to the truck show, there's a Facebook page called Louisville Can Opener. There is a bridge that's like a 12-2 bridge, and it's real close to the fairgrounds. Whatever you do, pull your map books up, look and see, make sure you're not going that way. It's on 3rd Street down by University of Louisville. Every single day, a truck goes under there. And I'm not lying. Every single, just go to Louisville Can Opener and you can see videos that people put on there all the time.
Yeah, you should be able to just get off 65 where it says the expo exit, right? Then get off that way.
Well, the way, and this is what I was going to tell Alan, the way you want to get off is you want to get off I-65, get on the Watterson Expressway and go west. Get off at your first exit, which is Phillips Lane. Take Phillips Lane in, and that'll take you right to where the parking is.
You'll have to text us all that.
If you get off and go to the Preston Highway is another one. There's a low bridge on Preston Highway, too. You don't want to get off there and go in that side either because you'll hit that bridge. Oh, my bad. I didn't know him like that. Volunteer fan, so whatever. Just kidding, man. He can handle it.
Oh, yeah.
He's got thick skin like an alligator, even though it's white.
What in the hell are you doing, Chuck? What are you backing up to?
85 degrees in Santa Nella, California with a lovely breeze. The truck in New York hit a bridge in Greenville, New York, 10-5, and blamed his GPS. Why did you do that, Nick?
Well, it wasn't me.
So what Facebook group or what Facebook thing is it on? I want to look at this.
It's called Louisville Can Opener.
No, the thing Nick's talking about.
Oh,
Nick's off.
That's a bad problem in New York. They go back and they dig out underneath the bridges and they don't change the height signs. So sometimes you can go under a 13-foot high bridge because it's actually 14 foot.
Glenville, New York. Okay. Nick, I don't know where you went to, buddy. Somebody else just went out. Who went out this time?
Alan.
Alan. You know, Alan gonna go out all the time.
I know.
Half the time he's walking around the damn truck and trailer.
Now I can hear you. I can hear nothing.
Oh, Nick's sending the thing. Oh, he did get a picture of his truck. That's funny.
Was it another truck driver taking a picture of his truck?
I don't know.
It's crazy. I mean, the bridge tell you if you 12.6, don't go under it.
Hold on, guys. I'm putting you back in. That's funny.
Isn't it?
Well, that's why I was saying in New York, the state of New York, they'll have a bridge, say, like you said, 12.6, but you'll watch trucks go underneath it all day long because they go in there and they dig underneath that bridge and to increase the height, but they don't change the signs. So it gets confusing.
Oh yeah, I hate going to New York because of that reason right there.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure it was a car that did that because I remember before that was there, I remember seeing a guy in a silver car sitting beside me towards the back end of my trailer for like 5 minutes. And then he took off and his phone's I looked and his phone was in his hands. So
BQE is like that. It says 12.6, but actually it's 13.6. I won't be going across the BQE. Brooklyn's Queens Expressway. I went under a 13.6 in Chicago this morning, had about an inch to spare, less than the pucker factor. Yeah, I think I've been on that one before. There's been a few. So Memphis has some like 13.7s you got to be real careful about too.
Yeah,
and they just repaint the highways through there too.
I was going to say there's one when I go to Indianola, Mississippi on 82. There's one that's 13.6, and it's a small, going under too.
I've been using the turn GPS and the point app. Is that a good strategy? I figured if something goes wrong, at least I could show I'm using this. But I'm not a big fan of that GPS. I've never used it, but it's based off of Google Maps, just to let you know.
I'm gonna say I use Garmin and the company one.
I use Garmin and
I don't even know how to access it even.
I use Garmin and McNary.
I use both, and the funny thing is, like the GPS is telling me that I can't go down 40 because of that. The hurricane wiped out all that. But it's open. It's open. I know I've been going that way, but the GPS on the point is telling me I can go that way, and I've been that way. So I'm going to save 50 miles going that way compared to my Garmin telling me that I can't go that way because it says no trucks that way, and I'm like,
I just came through there.
I know. I'm going that way to. I'm going that way to North Carolina, Spadon. I'm going to Tractor Supply tomorrow.
Flying Patty wants to know if that bonehead taking that picture.
Huh?
Flying Patty wants to know if the bonehead trucker's taking that picture.
Bonehead truckers.
Oh, I watched this video the other night. I watch his videos all the time.
Did you see that one where they were showing the wrecked trucks and the one laying over at its side and on fire?
Oh, that was done here at Higginsville by the Walmart at Higginsville 70 and 49.
Yeah. You remember a couple of years ago, what was it, out on 70, just before St. Louis, east of St. Louis, they had where that Greyhound bus, the guy had a heart attack and hit the trucks. I came through there like 20 minutes after that happened, and I was sitting in the backup, and somebody was flying a drone that shot right past my truck.
Yeah, that was in Illinois, Highland, Illinois. Is that the rest area? The rest area, right?
Yeah, there's a rest area.
Yeah. That was in Highland, Illinois. I'm from St. Louis, so I know where you're talking about. Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, that made a mess.
Yep. Because there was those trucks that were
parked along the truck drivers too, didn't they?
Yeah, the truck drivers were parked along the shoulder and on the entrance of it, and then when he had the heart attack, he plowed into those trucks.
Yeah, they tried to blame it on the truck drivers and say that it was their fault. And hell no, the guy had a heart attack. It's not the trucker's fault. He was sleeping.
Chris, I believe James can tell you, but I think it's trucking till the end. Is the name of that site?
Trucking to the end.
The one you just sent?
Yeah, what was it? Trucking till the end.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Trucking till the end.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, there we go. Jonah's going to go on there and make a bunch of comments.
Who's Marjorie?
I seen that guy.
Nick, is Marjorie Rose your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. I seen her make a comment. Nick, was there something you tell me? Not telling me?
Alan, what part of Tennessee are you from?
Originally Johnson City, Elizabeth, but I live in Florida.
I was born in Kingsport.
I know where Kingsport is.
Hey,
Yes,
Nick,
sir.
you gotta ignore the fucking trolls, dude. At Patrick, Luca, yeah, they don't have a clue, dude. These are just trolls that just put shit up, man.
I went to
Yep.
United High School, won state championship in basketball in 2004.
Thanks. Yeah, I went back to Kingsport 2 years ago. Haven't been there since like 1978 when we moved out.
It's
And
changed.
man, oh my God, yeah.
Yep. My dad used to work at Eastman. It changed.
Did you know what that area is famous for? It's famous, and nobody in the whole world's ever done it except for in that area.
What, Eastman Kodak?
No, right down there in Unicoi area at the old train yard. Back in the 1900s, they had a traveling circus come into town, and they hired some guys, local guys, to feed and water the elephants. And they had a female elephant named Mary. And this one guy that was an alcoholic was poking her with a big pike to get her to move. And she grabbed him and slammed him on the ground and stepped on his head and killed him. So then everybody around there wanted that elephant dead. And the sheriff says, I ain't got nothing to kill it. So they ended up taking it down to the train yard where they had a crane and they hung it. It's the only place in the entire world that's hung an elephant.
Wow, where was that at?
That's in Unicoi. If you look up, if you Google Mary the elephant, and then hit images, it will show it's a black and white photo to show an elephant hanging from an old style steam engine crane.
But where was that at, did you say?
Tennessee. It's in Unicoi.
Well, I mean,
Irwin and Unicoi County. It's over in the northeastern side of Tennessee.
I don't understand why they hung an elephant. What did it do wrong?
It stepped on one of the local guys' heads and killed him because he was stabbing her in the leg with a pike to get her to move. Because that's how back in the early 1900s, that's how the circuses and stuff would get their elephants to move. They'd jam it with a big pike. And the elephant had enough of it and grabbed him and took care of him.
Wow, that's nuts. How, I mean, man, could you imagine that happening in today's world? Oh my God, people fucking lose it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I thought you were going to talk about with the circus stuff. I thought you were going to bring up the bearded Lady Allen down there. So, Fine Fatty said FAFO for that drunk guy. Yeah, absolutely. The bearded lady. I like that. You look like a bearded lady.
Yeah, no.
Well, it is 2026.
That's true.
I don't give a shit what it is. My wife says
We
otherwise.
completed the transition yet.
My wife says otherwise.
And we got poor Steven down there, man. He's Amarillo by morning.
Drinking some of that Kentucky, or what is that, Tequila Rose?
So, Mike, how was your week? We talked about our week with the load board. How'd you do?
I'm sitting at like $3,000 right now. And after I deliver this load Monday morning in Indy, I'll be at like 4,100.
Okay.
Came out on Wednesday because it took them all day and into the night on Tuesday to get me all switched over and everything.
That's
and
what
then
happened.
Monday they wouldn't even let me leave the house because I had an empty and we had high winds.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Justin called me on Monday and said, "Hey, you're not driving." Or actually, that was last week. He says, "You're not driving, are you?" And I'm like, "Nope, I parked 3 hours ago." Good. He said, "Monday we'll give you a call and we'll get you started." And I called Elmer at 7:30 in the morning. They got it started. It wasn't until 5:30 in the evening before I was ready to roll.
Yeah, so they must not like me because they knew I was headed home empty that Friday, and the truck. I seen the tandems come up about 3 or 4 times between Toledo and Bowling Green, Ohio, just because there's all that open field area. Yeah, the pucker factor was pretty high on that one.
Ooh.
I was glad to get stopped.
Me and my trainee, we had one of those Maryville loads going to Winchester because I was going to Winchester to take him home to Richmond. And I think we might have had maybe 4,800 pounds. It was blowing all over, and I said, "Yeah, we're stopping for the night."
Yeah, they had me go to Detroit Pepsi. They're off of Mac Ave to get an empty because I guess apparently it had been in there too long, and then nobody knew. They thought I was bringing a Pepsi load to the yard, according to Amanda. And I'm like, no, I grabbed an empty to take home for the weekend. So could have got changed over on Monday, but.
Preacher Man says, "Good evening, James. Coming to you this evening from Carlisle, Pennsylvania. The reefer board load is treating me good. I have lots of dropping hooks." I was in, I stopped at Jonestown this morning and took a nap. I wasn't too far from you. I'm up, me and Nick are up in Syracuse, New York at the terminal.
I used to deliver up there in Syracuse to a place called Syracuse Banana. It was in the hood.
Nice. Patty says, "Things ain't too shabby over here at the Pumpkin last week. $2.40 for all miles, all under 14,000 pounds." Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty daggone close where I'm going to probably end up at, somewhere between the 230 and 240 a mile for the week. I'm going to do a video on it, guys, and let you all know exactly, with the deadhead and everything. I'm going to calculate it all when the week's done. Probably put it up Thursday.
One more hour and I get my time back.
Not gonna lie, when I do move, at some point, I don't know when, I am gonna give the reefer load board a try. Because I'm curious.
How we go about doing that? We had to ask and switch?
Yeah, you gotta sign a whole different contract and everything.
I don't think the reefer has a load board, do they?
Yeah, they do.
That's what that guy was just talking about.
But I don't think percentage, though. It's just regular.
No, they don't have the percentage, they said.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, not yet.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, guys, I think this percentage board is just it's just the beginning. I think eventually they want everybody to be on the percentage side.
Yeah.
And I think everything, reefer, flatbed, all of them are going to be percentage eventually, I believe. This is just the first one because it's the biggest, which, they've been toying with that Eastern, like what Ani does. They've been toying with that percentage board up there for years, trying to play with it. And I'm curious, you got to ask Ani if it looks the same, the looks of it. The load board that
she doesn't actually, so for her percentage, she does not have a load board.
Oh, she just sends the loads out to them.
Yeah.
Because these will pay more.
Yeah, she, like I told you before, she has one specific planner, and that guy literally stacks that guy up for like half the week at a time.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to pay more.
What happens when you get shit that cancels, man? You got to take it all off and start all over again.
From what I understand, a lot of it doesn't cancel.
Wow.
Must be a lot of dropping hooks.
You on a Smithfield account?
Both, but yes.
Yeah, because I ran reefer for a number of years, and I used to get held up 15, 20 hours at receivers and shippers. That's why I don't run it no more.
Yep.
But this is the second person that's come on the live and mentioned that it's a lot of dropping hooks for Swift reefer.
No, I think it's the same guy. His name's Brett. He just changed his name.
You can call the reefer planners and ask them if you want to run it, and you get the rate for it.
Yeah, I did ask. I've already asked placement. They're not looking for where I live. I can't do it.
No, I'm talking about you can call now and just get regular loads from them. That's what I do.
Oh, yeah. No, I know that.
And just try out and see if you like it before you switch. Because there may not be enough loads there right now.
Anybody got any comments or questions for any of us? especially Moke. Moke is new on here.
Yeah, don't ask me no questions. I'm the newest one probably in the company, dude.
JCT says nothing like waiting 16 hours for one pallet at a cooler in Salinas, California. Wow.
Man.
Oh yeah. Yep. I've had them have like I had a half a pallet on it, and I sat there for 20 hours, and then they come out and they said, "Well, you were done like 15 hours ago." Nobody turns my lights green. Nobody comes out and lets you know.
Nope, they don't.
That's ridiculous.
Wow. Especially the Walmart or the Publix in Alabama. I was there for 10 hours when I was running teams. On
I went to
Postbox side.
I went to a Dollar General DC in Amsterdam this morning for a live unload. I was in and out of there within like an hour and a half.
Yeah, don't ever go to the HEB in Houston, Texas.
Go to where?
You
Oh,
will-
which
About
one?
that
HEB? Yeah, HEB. Yeah.
Yeah, in Houston, Texas.
No, I went to the one in was it Temple or Waco? I went to
Well, it takes too long.
HEB, and it takes. Yeah, they took a while for me too.
The
Amazon
one in
in Houston.
Houston, at minimum is 22 hours.
Man.
I won't be going there.
What was that?
Huh?
I won't be going there.
22 hours minimum, and 20 of that is waiting.
Well, you get
Jesus.
tension pay. You get tension pay on that, but that ain't worth it.
Flying Patty
No.
says canceled loads in the past were due to power-only illegal carriers swooping in and taking the loads from the broker side and not updating on the lease or company side. Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff's going to be over with real soon.
Mhm.
Rick says, how common is it for a company to terminate or release an owner-operator? If you're talking about Swift, I mean, they're pretty picky. If you do something wrong, they don't have any problems releasing you and terminating your contract.
Oh yeah.
But it's got to be something really stupid, though. I wanted to try reefer, but seems like too much downtime. So there is a lot of downtime with that.
Gotta be careful to decide which kind of reaper you want. Refrigerator to the green stuff, there'll probably be a lot of downtime.
Michael Fernandez says, hey, James, Mike, still waiting for that drug test since Monday this week. Hopefully I hear something on Monday. So one of the other guys on here, Chris up here, I don't know where he's at now, made a comment about that. Michelle actually called him this morning. So you might want to touch base with her on Monday and see how things are going, because you're going on a week. Usually it's about 3 to 4 days. So it might be lost in translation there.
Yep. Usually be like 3 days.
But if you remind me on Monday, Michael, I'll be more than happy to send her a text to call you, okay?
I need to go by there and talk junk to him.
Flying
No, you
Patty,
don't.
left lane violations and over 79 mile per hour are the biggest reason to heave the hoof from the pumpkin. 79 miles an hour, and then JB Hunt was 89 miles an hour. If you go over those speed limits, then they'll terminate your contract. There goes the one-liners. Does Swift take on lease operators on the flatbed side? If so, how was afraid do they keep you busy? I don't know. I
They
really
do.
don't have anybody, huh?
They do it, but I hadn't talked to anybody that actually does.
Yeah, there's a guy and a girlfriend or wife. I don't know if he drives too, but on YouTube, and they do flatbed.
When I was down in Greer, when I met Jonah down there, I talked to the guy that does the training for the flatbed out there in the yard, and he said that flatbed's really hard to get into. It just depends on what part of the country you're in, because there's not like they said the South is okay, but the Midwest is real good, and the West Coast and Northeast just absolutely terrible.
It's just they don't have any freight there. That's why.
Yeah.
You got to like the Laredo. I think the Laredo in South Carolina. I think like Greene area or South. I know Laredo in Gary.
Yeah, when you go to Laredo down there, you see the flatbeds carrying those the vans.
Yeah,
put the vans on.
they haul the vans out of there.
Yep.
And then Greer, they haul the chassis for the school bus out of Greer.
Yep.
So Chris says, I think the reason they got it done faster, my original processor went home early Wednesday or Thursday, and Michelle got another processor on it. So there you go, Michael Hernandez. Give her a ring on Monday. And JCT says, I did my drug hair test on a Tuesday, and she called me the following Saturday. That seems like a long time.
Yeah.
Nocturnalist, does the percentage load board show the market price and surcharge? If I book a load, I am also committed because I don't see any percentages. So Nocturnalist, we don't get a fuel surcharge, and they do not show you the market price. What they show you is the price they pay you, and it's a take it or leave it type deal. It's just like Snyder's board.
Yep.
And if you book a load, you are committed to it.
Yep.
Yep.
You can't.
Yeah, I seen this lady on Facebook. She owns a trucking company, and she does like analytics for trucking, and shows you like where the best trucking is or where the best freight is. And she said down south they're running out of flatbeds so much that they're doing flatbed loads on the dry vans now.
That's Trucking Made Successful, lady?
Yeah, I think it is.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. That's Miranda. You've been watching her for 2 years.
Oh yeah, I've been watching her too. Yep.
Yeah.
Nocturnalist haven't seen theirs. Schneider's? Okay. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, it's just it's a book it now price. It's a click and go type deal. But I will tell you, the loads are going up with the fuel going up, because the load I'm on now is the exact same load I had on Monday, and it's paying me $50 more. Not that that's a lot of money, but it is going up. And there are some loads that show 60 and 65%. So my thing is, I think Swift is trying to be honest, because if they weren't, why would they show you loads that are 60 and 65%? They would just do it to all those loads and just not say a word.
Yep.
That's my opinion, but according to Michelle, she says they legally have to tell us. I guess their legal team got involved with that, and they have to tell us. Not saying other companies do it, but I guess Swift does. Are you guys missing the fuel surcharge or the rates? Rates are making up for it, guys, and we are. Like me, I think my average is right around $2.40 a mile right now, and that's with deadhead and everything. So I'm making 50, 60 cents more than the dollar rate per guys are.
Yeah.
With my deadhead. So
you just gotta with your deadhead and you're loaded, you just gotta make sure it's over $2 a mile.
I've done an 80-mile deadhead and getting paid like $2.40 a mile.
Nice.
Now, when you book a load, does it stay at the price you? Yeah, absolutely. I've not had any change yet.
They could change. They said that they could change.
Yeah.
After you book it.
I haven't seen anything change yet, and I do take a screenshot.
Right.
Yeah, it's in the contract. Okay. Scar's house. Oh my God! Haha! Video feels like a South Park mid-episode parody. That's a compliment, by the way.
Don't start singing Kyle's mom.
Yeah. Don't, Mr. Hanky. We don't need Mr. Hanky in here.
Oh, the Christmas poo.
Yeah. Howdy-ho! Remember, it's also contract on these loads, so rate will stay the same until contract renews for that load. The spot stuff Snyder has hit or miss. So, yes and no, Flying Patty. It is contract freight. But some of it isn't. Some of these prices, like this is a Walmart load. My Walmart load changed price. So just because it's contract doesn't mean that our stuff hasn't gone up. But
right.
Yeah, I know what you're saying though. Good evening, guys. Going home to do owner operator the next week before I go home. Good evening, guys. Home to go owner operator in the next week or two. I go home. Okay, so you're gonna pull the trigger, huh?
Makes me wonder though, because on the contracts that we do have, like with General Mills and that, is if the price changes from week to week, is the price actually changing that Swift is getting from them, or is Swift just taking a little bit out of their pocket, putting it more in our pocket?
That's actually a good comment. I never thought of it like that.
Probably they're taking a hit
Oh, I'd imagine, yeah.
because it would be a contract rate that they had for I think the contracts are starting to come. A lot of them are starting to get renewed or whatever.
Somebody also made a comment. Well, maybe they made that load a little bit better because they wanted, maybe it sat on the load board and it was the last minute. Well, no, it wasn't the last minute because literally there was a day and a half on this load before it needed to be picked up. So it wasn't that at all. Sometimes they'll incentivize it a little bit for you to pick it up. You know what I mean? Give you a little bit extra money, but that wasn't the case at all in this one.
I know I seen one the other day. I seen one the other day going to was it Panama or something, Florida, down there by Miami?
Panama City?
Yeah, it was like $1,700, and I almost took it, but then I was like, man, that's a long way down there in Florida to get stuck and not have a load coming out.
Well, you got Panama City right there. You got Alabama literally an hour away, though, dude. You got both sides. You got Mobile.
Oh no, this was down by Miami.
Well, that's not Panama City. Then you're talking about Pocono Beach.
That might have been.
That's where Tiger Lily's going tomorrow, down there at the bottom with the cowboy hat. Tiger Lily.
Yeah, it was like $1,700, and I was like, man, I'd love to take it, but every time I'd go to Florida, man, I got a load coming out of Orlando with swimming pool cement going to Detroit.
How much is that load paying, Stephen, that you took?
It was like 14 something.
Okay, maybe it isn't the same load then.
And where are you picking it up at?
Here at the Decatur terminal.
Oh, okay.
So home next week. After that, hope to be moving to owner operator, setting up the LLC. Already do need a business bank account. Do I need? Yes, you do want a business bank account. You don't need it to start your LLC, but it's nice to have. Go ahead and open it up. You can't do a business bank account until you do your LLC first. That is the surcharge increase on the load, but it usually takes about 2 weeks. Even if they say you don't get a surcharge, they will have one worked in and need to synthesize the haul. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think they took, like he said, took a cut out of it just to make it a little bit more better. JCT, on spot market load boards, you can get a notification for loads going to and from desired areas. Does our load board do that, or have to be? You got to be physically searching on it.
Yeah.
Can't go into a whole lot of details about that, but yeah, right as of right now, yes, you got to be physically searching it. JC, call me tomorrow and I'll tell you what's in the works.
I just wish they would have them in date order. That's the thing that drives me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's still loads on there from Friday.
Yeah. Oh, there's loads on there from March 18th, 19th, but the problem is they don't deliver until like March 30th. It's like
yeah, I seen it this morning. I was like, that's ridiculous.
I'm like, I wish it would be date order so that it would be like, oldest at top, newest at the bottom, instead of being mixed in. Everything's all mixed up.
Yep.
Truck T-Bones, the FSC baked into the rate, so if it's a Swift contract rate, they probably just tack on more fuel surcharge to make it look better. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just going to say about the load board. The other day I was looking at it, and there was one that dropped on the 11th, still on the load board. And this was like 2 or 3 days ago.
Oops.
And I think the one, and sometimes like you'll see, if it doesn't get picked up, I think what they do is they remove it from the board and then they reschedule it for another day because you'll see it later on, a day or two later.
All right, Nick, what do you think? You getting hungry? Looks like you're getting tired.
He's already yawning. I was like,
He's already yawning too. He's already yawning.
Yeah, don't start that yawning crap. I'm gonna stop driving.
He's peeping in your window. He's watching you.
See?
We're gonna, I know it's going to hurt your feelings, but we're going to have to do Texas Roadhouse because the Buffalo Wild Wings is way on the other side of town.
I'm completely content with that because I'd rather Texas Roadhouse anyways.
It's literally just 4 miles down the road. So,
hell yeah.
Steak and burritos.
I love their roll. I love their rolls and that butter.
Oh my god, the rolls and butter! I'm gonna die. Yep.
I know. I can eat that all day.
You don't butter up his buns. What?
Wow.
Tell them you want, when you go in there, tell them you want a Diablo and a Dr. Pepper. Make it snappy.
I'm in a gosh darn hurry. So, Nick, let me ask you this: do you think? I think my trailer will be okay here. I haven't seen one driver come in here. Have you?
No.
Put a lock
mean,
on it.
You guys you've been in here, but
Is it loaded or empty?
Empty.
No.
You got your
Put the
kingpin
lock on
lock?
Take a lock.
Put the
Put
lock
a lock
on it.
Put a lock
I
on
don't. I don't have a kingpin lock. So what we can do, Nick, is just pull your truck up. When I disconnect, just pull it over and kind of hang it over to where they can't get to this trailer. That's
or I
all.
can put my Gladian lock on
No,
if you
put your
want.
padlock on it. Put your padlock on it.
Yeah, I've had that done before, and they take off with my padlock, or they go and rip it off.
That's a little expensive.
That's not happening.
You got a seal? Put a seal on it.
Doesn't matter. Buddy, in Ocala, I had a seal, a padlock, and a kingpin lock on it, and they cut all of them off and took the empty trailer.
Wow.
What the fuck?
And I went into the shop and I bitched and complained. They're like, "Hey, it's an empty trailer. It's available. It's here." I'm like, "Okay." So now every time I make a phone call and I find an empty trailer, I'm like, "It's empty, but it's already attached to somebody." I'm like, "Well, that's what the one was attached to me too, and they cut all my locks off. What the
Why
fuck?"
don't y'all just take a Uber?
They did that to me at New Boston. I got an empty, and then they called and started complaining to me. Hey, that's attached to somebody, and I said, yeah, it's attached to the back of my truck. And they're looking. Oh, wait, no, you're in the computer. It's attached to you. I'm sorry.
Alan, that's a good theory. Take an Uber, okay? So we'll take an Uber to get there, but what happens, at 9 or 10 o'clock tonight when we want to get back and there's nobody running?
That's true.
Trust me,
that's New York, man. Those guys are always running.
Huh?
Right?
I said, that's New York area. They're always running.
But we're in Syracuse. We're not in New York City.
Have you been in some of the bad parts of Syracuse? It looks just like New York City.
Nah, I've done that before. I did that in Charlotte one time, out of all places. And, it was 11 o'clock at night and wasn't nobody running. And it kept spinning. I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get back to my truck? Literally, I had to wait 30 minutes before somebody actually finally popped on.
The first time I ever got an Uber was out of O'Hare Airport when I went to work for, I won't say the name of the company, out of the Chicago area. And my Uber driver was a guy in a dress. So I had to call for a new Uber. I didn't get
He's
it
trying to
there.
take you home.
Yeah.
So,
He's one of your buns.
when are they going to do percentage for teams? Have no idea on that. No idea whatsoever. Put tape over the little radar on the front wall and put a seal on it, the padlock. It will show up loaded on the tablet. Yeah, I've done all that before, buddy, and I've unfortunately gotten that T-shirt, and I'm not going through that again.
Or take Nick's truck since he's doing a VSET.
But then we got to worry about his trailer.
And I ain't losing my trailer either.
So
All right, guys, let's post some comments up. You guys got something you want to talk about? We're gonna cut this thing loose. We're at an hour and a half already, believe it or not. I'm getting hungry too. And this is
I'm
exactly
out.
why I wanted to do it an hour earlier tonight. And I guess let's see what Wonder Woman's doing. I guess she just decided to be lazy, and I think she got a little laziness in her, and I think that's what she's doing. She's doing a 34, and she's still up, but she's doing a 34, and I just don't think she wanted to go. She kept asking me, "Why are you all going live tonight? Didn't you just go live on Thursday?" I said, "Yeah. You know what? We might go live again tomorrow night. We might go live again on Monday night. What difference does it make? We'll go as many times as we want to."
And we might go live on Thursday night at the truck show. You never know.
Just go crazy. Just go live from a bubble bath. You'll be okay.
She's funny, man. Sometimes she's absolutely funny. Good night. I must head into San Jose and load tonight for Phoenix. Good deal, Flying Patty.
Nice.
Always nice to have you.
Good luck
Be
with
careful
that.
with the big pumpkin trailers.
Yeah, hey, I wanted to tell you that I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to her the other day when she was going around and saying she won't take this load, she won't take that load, and I said then she should go to auto parts. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I was just being honest. If you're going to be that picky, you should just stay with the auto parts or something.
That's what we were talking about the other day.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I even told her on the live that she needed to stay at the auto parts, didn't I?
Yeah,
you started to, and then she started talking again. Yeah.
Go eat. Good night, everyone. Thanks, JC. Appreciate it. Call me tomorrow, and I'll tell you what I was going to tell you. I was going to bring something up to you guys. I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, the Schneider trailers, the orange trailers, man, they are a pain in the ass. They got this. Has anybody ever had a Schneider trailer before? Ever worked there or anything?
Nope.
Well, they got this. Again, I understand why they got them. Their candles have a crank built into them. That's kind of wow. It just got lit up here really bright now.
Yeah, it did.
They have this crank on it that it's kind of like a pulley system, and when they're heavy, it makes them really easy to crank up or crank down. Super easy.
Got that little ratchet like thing on.
Yeah, it's like a ratchet on there. It's exactly right. That's the only thing about their trailers.
We need those on ours because some of ours is so rusted from not being serviced. It's you about throw your back out.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're supposed to be getting new trailers, hopefully.
500.
You gotta run it down a little bit. Run it down a little bit before you back up under.
Yeah, there was a lot of just plain Jane, like the stickers have been taken off trailers down there in Memphis when I got down there after the big ice storm. Right when you pull in, going down the fence line.
Yeah,
when you're first coming in, there's a whole mess of them there.
They're
Those
still
are
there.
the sold.
I'm gonna say they're still there because I was there a couple weeks ago and there was a whole bunch of
Those are sold trailers. You know that, right? They're all out of commission sold trailers.
I hauled an Ameline trailer. That was nice. XL-wise. They had pretty nice trailers.
It's called the 6-wheel, says Flying Patty. So that's the ratchet system. Rig Pig, you're welcome, buddy, anytime.
I seen an Abilene driver the other day at Fort Wayne at General Mills. He must have had a custom Volvo. I didn't know they could order them custom, but the passenger side top of his sleeper had that big expandifoam sticking out about 6 inches up the top. I don't know what he did. He must have shaved off part of his top, but they got a big old mess of expandifoam coming out of it.
Huh.
Whoops.
Never seen that.
Yeah, it's customized. You're probably going to put it in the show down there.
So, Alan, I think Brett's going to call you about the new trailers, just to let you know. He's going to get your permission on which trailers to order.
Yeah, okay. You full of it.
They're gonna have the American flag on them. I heard.
Yep.
They ordered, what, 500 of them, I think they said?
Yep.
500, yep.
500 ain't nothing. You know what I mean?
No, it's not.
In a bucket. I mean,
No, because I was at the
you see in that trailer in our fleet is like slim to none, dude.
because I was at Franklin. I was at Franklin, Kentucky, at the Tractor Supply, and I was surprised when they had 2 big rows full of empties, and I'm sitting there going, "Damn, they got tons of empties there at Tractor Supply."
They don't let them go. That's why.
They have a lot of
trailer.
Huh?
I think Tractor Supply delivered to the earlier. They had the final trailer.
No, this
I think Nick's ready to go eat.
I don't know what you I don't know what you said, but it was sure sexy the way you said it. You got that Cajun talk again, man. I mean, you sound like a Hispanic woman talking to her husband in bed or something, man. The way you
that'd be a lot of cuss words.
That's funny. That's funny.
I had the same problem though at Nordstrom's out there in Iowa, and that they had me deadhead from one Nordstrom's to another. And then when I got there, they told me what trailer to get. I got hooked to it, but it had a glad hand lock on it. So I asked the guy, I said, "Hey, can you take a glad hand lock? I got to take this trailer." And he's like, "Well, did you ask for permission to take the trailer?" And I said, "Well, my company told me to come in and get it." And he's like, "Well, you guys just can't come in and get trailers." And I said, "Look, buddy, it's got a bad tire back here. It's leaking air. I got to go get it serviced." I said, "You guys can't load it. It's not legal for the road." So he took the glad hand lock on it, and I took it like 6 blocks down the road to General Mills and got a loaded trailer.
You just gave him a lie.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't going to go all over Iowa trying to find a trailer, you know. So But I did call in the breakdown, tell them that it needed a new trailer or a new tire. So they said they were going to send somebody.
Dion says, "Boy, I tell you, I had the worst week so far, and don't ever come to Colorado." I could have told you that.
Yeah, that's
Which I'll call you tomorrow, Dion. We've been playing phone tag. I'll call you tomorrow. I've had a pretty decent week. Colorado's a black hole for rates and horrible out there. Absolutely. And Preacher Man, James, when you get Texas Roadhouse, have a drink on me. Good night. Yeah, I won't be drinking because I got to drive back, but we're definitely going to have some sodas and watch some basketball. Been stuck here all week. Finally got a load. Went to my drop-in early and said it would be ready at least 48 hours. So, Sam, I don't sit anywhere for a week. I will deadhead out on my own dime before I sit more than 8 hours. Never
Yep,
will.
you losing money.
Yep.
Huh?
You losing money if you sitting that long.
That's right. I'd rather lose money on deadhead than to sit there all week and wait for a load.
So he's been stuck in Colorado all week?
I guess that's what he's saying. I'll call you tomorrow, Dion. We'll talk.
That's
He
fine.
could have went down to
Yeah.
he could went down
Don't
somewhere else
do
and got
that.
a load.
Don't do that, man. All right, guys, we're gonna cut it. Any of you guys got any final comments y'all want to say?
See you all at the truck show.
Yeah, don't forget the show, guys. Look us up. I don't know the status of what's going on with my truck in the show yet. I've never gotten a call back, so we're going to have to wait and see how that goes. But my truck's not hard to find, guys, and we'll be parked where all the other trucks are if it's not in the show. So come and say hi to all of us. I know Jonah's starting to become very popular walking around the terminals and stuff. He's had a couple people. Are you Jonah that goes on My Rabbit Show?
Yeah.
I think you get somebody too, Alan. Didn't you tell me? Yeah.
Yep.
We're becoming little movie stars here. Go ahead.
That's how I knew Jonah when I met him at Greer. I was like, man, weren't you on with James on YouTube? And he goes, yeah, that's me. And I was like, oh, we sat there and we talked for a couple hours.
So a couple comments. Flying Patty said, sit and cost money, put yourself in a better lane. Absolutely. I've literally only done one, $2,900. I tried to make it to New Mexico, but they even have no loads. I won't go to Colorado. Rates stuck there. Yeah, that's guys. And Dion, I know you're a West Coast guy. Unless you stay in that Arizona, Nevada, California area, you really shouldn't veer out of that area. Just like us, we stay in this. I try to stay in the Southeast. And again, I'm just getting started, so I kind of got stuck with Richmond, and I had to take what I could get. So now that I got this load going down to North Carolina, that'll put me hopefully into Kentucky for the show. And then I'm going to stay in, I'll probably stay in the auto parts loop a little bit and run to the Southeast is what I'm going to end up doing. So, but yeah, don't go to those areas where they're bad. All right, guys, we'll cut it. Y'all have a great night. All right, give me about 10 minutes there, Nick, and I'll be ready. Remember, I only stay in Texas area and Oklahoma. Okay. How did you get to Colorado then?
AI.
Great rates in Colorado for a reason. Cheap, heavy shit coming out. Absolutely.
Beer.
80 cents a mile rates. You can't wash it out, and the good rates going in. Absolutely. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Thanks, Mike, for coming in, man. I really wanted you to come in. You're welcome. Come in anytime you want to.
I appreciate it.
Good night.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks for coming in.
Bye.